This is a public service. Here we are, guys. It's been a while since we've been out at the Deland Police Department, but since then we've got a whole bunch of new and exciting policies that the city of Deland seems to be enacting. I'm going to start off with this one. Video and audio recording in the police department lobby is prohibited, except for law enforcement personnel in their law enforcement capacity. Holy shit. Probably respect that sign, huh?
Hey, I'm going to tell her that.
How you doing, man?
Good, sir. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up with all the signs?
They put them up. I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, are you an officer?
I am.
What was your name?
Corporal Spires.
Spires. So, are you, I take it you guys aren't enforcing this policy?
I am not enforcing them, no.
Is somebody enforcing it?
I can only speak for myself, sir.
That kind of leaves the public in a difficult position, doesn't it? Maybe not when you're here, right?
Not when I'm here. I mean, we received emails that said not to enforce them, but I can only speak for myself.
Right. Who'd that email come from?
Chief Umberger.
So, I assume the policy came from Chief Umberger.
The policy was approved by City Commission, so I don't know if it came from Chief Umberger or not.
But I mean, the city's not going to say, "Oh, we better do this" without guidance from the chief, right?
I don't know, sir.
Yeah.
I know about myself and what I do.
Got it. Well, can I make a request? Can I make a public records request? Do you guys do that here?
Yeah. Would you like to write it down, or you want to do it verbally, or how you want to do it?
It's pretty simple. I'd like that email.
That email?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then maybe you happen to know, or maybe I'm not even sure if this is a record that could be gathered. When when Corporal Spires isn't here and it is being enforced,
Yeah.
what how is it being enforced? What action is being taken?
So I can tell you the email states don't enforce it. So now if someone was to come out and enforce it, that'd be on their own accord.
Okay.
I don't know how they're going to enforce it because there's nothing in the quote policy of what a fine is, if it's arrestable. So there's nothing
Right. in
the policy yet.
And we would even, or I shouldn't say we would, but would it be your understanding that, you know, if we're gonna create a hierarchy of orders that we must follow, you know, we're gonna say, okay, we got to follow the law, all right? That's for sure. Okay, we got to follow these city ordinances. Yeah, maybe that's a little more nebulous. And then it's, oh, we got to follow these policies. So is that kind of the hierarchy you see things in? Law, ordinance, policy?
Yeah, so I'll tell you, I'm not enforcing any policy. A policy is a procedure to follow for us with internally. I'm not enforcing this policy.
Yeah.
Because I'm not violating anybody's First Amendment.
Yeah, well, I appreciate
I'm
that.
not doing it. I value my name and my credibility too much to do that.
Yeah. The Deland's got some good officers, man, but I don't know if you've ever seen me before, but
I never have.
Yeah, I've given Deland probably a year of rest from my presence, and it doesn't look like anything's changed for the better. In fact, it seems like my lack of presence has only made things worse.
You know, you honestly never know. I mean, I've never seen you.
Yeah.
I try to stay out of the limelight, stay clean, do what I have to do.
Yeah.
And do what I swore the oath for. And like I said, I am not enforcing the policy.
Yeah, appreciate that.
I know we received an email, but prior to that, I wasn't enforcing it because it was a policy and we never received any guidance on it.
Got it.
Like I said, there's no ordinance. Some of our ordinances have, you know, it's a civil citation, it's a fine, it's this, it's arrestable. This has nothing because it's not an ordinance.
Okay. So, I mean, this is kind of going to be a hard question for you to answer because I feel
I'll
like,
try.
yeah, I feel like you're probably not going to want to answer it just because of the way I'm going to phrase it. But what the hell's the point of the signs then?
So,
You know, I saw that original incident, which I imagine is why the cameras are up, where Stephen Sanders was standing over here and a member of the public came in and it looked like they pushed his camera,
yep,
right?
not just like on a tripod like that.
Yeah, just knocked it over.
Yep.
And, you know, that's a crime, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mischief.
Yeah, so, but I mean, criminal mischief signs didn't go up because that's already against the law, right?
Exactly.
You know, if somebody was in here videoing, and even if it was against the law to capture somebody's data, which it's not, I think it's only against the law to capture it and then, you know, disseminate that to the public. I could be wrong. Maybe that's not even illegal.
That I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I mean, they're not releasing anything pertinent, and that's public record exempt. I wouldn't
Yeah.
think there's anything wrong with it. I mean,
All right.
people may frown upon it, but frowning upon it isn't against the law sometimes.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'll answer it out mine. I don't know the reasoning for the signs 100%. I just, from what I have seen and heard of the privacy of
Yeah.
people, but I will tell
In
you
public?
the public. When they
Privacy in public, though.
Yeah, to come and report something. So Sanders, you'll use Sanders. I'll use Sanders. You used him as an example. If he's standing at the window, someone comes up, he walks away. He doesn't stand here and record them while they're sitting here telling me what they need to tell.
Yeah.
We do have a private room over there that an officer could go talk to someone in a private room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not exactly sure why the signs. I know they're trying to protect privacy. There's probably more ways to do it, but I mean, this is a public lobby.
Yeah.
For the police department.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you were to just wandering off the street, obviously you've got some baggage, right? Because you've got that side of the window, so to speak. You know, but you know, I come in here and I approach the door and I'm like, what the hell is Deland up to now? We're gonna overtly violate the citizens' rights, right? We're gonna just put it right out in their face and we're gonna do this, and it just seems like Deland has a knack for doubling down on stupid. And I'm not saying, I'm not accusing you. If anything, you've been the exact opposite of that.
Yes, sir.
But it just, I mean, when are we gonna realize that, you know, the unintended consequences of our idiotic policies are that I mean, are you the one that's forced to answer all the phone calls?
I am.
Yeah,
Well,
so
myself, and if I'm on the phone or like we're talking right now, if it rings, the record specialist will answer it.
yeah,
So I've got quite a few. I've been called quite a few names by, I guarantee you, people that have no clue who I am.
yeah.
Never met me, probably never been to Deland before in their life.
But I mean, you can appreciate that, them letting that out, right? That rage out, because really, I mean, that's what that is. I mean,
Listen, I'll sit here and I'll a lot of times, especially if they continuously call anonymous, I'll just forward it to a voicemail. I'll let them vent, and then we'll go from there, and then they'll eventually stop calling. Because it's nothing, they're just venting.
Yeah.
They're frustrated, not towards me at all, because like I said, they don't know who I am.
Yeah.
They're just venting and trying to express their rights,
Yeah.
and so I just let them talk.
It's frustrating that you know, leadership here is so obtuse that they you know, that they're fighting the very thing they swore to protect.
Yes, and I will say that I will say the leadership here is good to us.
Yeah, I wish they were good to us, though.
Yes,
It's more important that they're good to us, since we're the ones that pay you.
Exactly, I understand that. So, and I know Chief Umberger's been trying to bridge the gap with the community.
He's got a funny way of showing it. You know, my whole I'm not sure if you even want to hear this or care.
I'm here. I'm listening.
But you know, I made an appointment to speak with Chief Umberger about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
He set up this appointment with me, and I came in here for that appointment, only to be ambushed by. And there it is, photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes, and that's the CFR. And it says, except where rules and regulations, orders, or directives apply on federal property.
I'll tell you what, this guy should be able to answer any questions you got.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
How you doing?
Good, good. Nice seeing you again.
Good to see you, Mr. Mohammed, correct?
Correct. Reid's Mohammed.
Yeah.
And this is Special
Hi, my
Agent.
name's Casey.
Hi,
I'm with the
Casey.
Social Security
Yeah,
Administration.
good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, so today's real simple. I'm just here to issue you some United States District Court violations. It's going to be for Deland, Kissimmee, and Orlando SSAs. Okay. So the first one is going to, and it's going to be 2 citations times the 3 locations.
Okay.
Right? So the first one is going to be unauthorized taking of photos on premises without permit or agency permission.
So why is it that I can't speak with a supervisor? I've tried multiple times to speak with a supervisor
Well,
to
let's get
resolve
through this, and
this.
then we'll clear that up.
Okay.
The second one is going to be unauthorized taking of photos on premises without permit or agency. I think that's the same one, huh? It's the failure to comply with directions of other authorized individual and signs of prohibitory or regulatory nature.
Okay.
All 6 of these citations are going to be mandatory court appearances. So you'll get it notified by mail, or you can communicate with the court for a court date. They'll issue a court date, and then you'll go before a judge and explain to the judge everything you wanted to explain to me.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're not interested in hearing?
I'm sorry?
You're not interested in hearing?
At this point, it wouldn't make any difference.
And you
I hate
work
to
for
waste-
Social
I work for
Security?
Social Security, Office of
Okay.
the Inspector General.
All right, so can I ask some questions? I realize you're getting a ticket.
let's do this, and then we can.
Do I have to sign? Am I compelled by law to sign?
It's not an admission of guilt, but it's just
Am I compelled by law to sign?
if you don't want to sign, it's fine. I
I'm
can
not
be
gonna
refused to sign.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not compelled by law to sign, I'm not going to sign.
Okay.
Understood.
And this is a letter from Social Security. I understand you were at the Social Security building in Orlando, was it last week?
I can't remember the
Okay.
date, but yeah, I was there.
All right, so this was written up after you were at that office. I'll go over briefly what it's about. They're writing to tell you that you cannot enter any Social Security field office, Orlando, or any Social Security office in the country. This restriction means that if you enter a Social Security office, you can be arrested or charged with trespassing.
Okay.
And this is the letter that you can read through.
Okay.
And here's a copy of our trespass warning from Deland. This is for this is the one you requested, I guess, from us for the Deland Social Security office. That's our copy of it, or I'm sorry, your copy of our trespass warning.
Okay. All right, now can I ask some questions?
You can ask. It's not going to change anything.
But I'm not looking to change anything, but I mean, clarity is all I was seeking in the first place.
And I believe I met with you and
You
tried to
did, and then I
explain
reached
that.
out to your supervisor, and it's like nobody wants to actually follow the law.
Yeah,
So here,
unfortunately, I can't.
okay, well maybe she can.
I can't.
Are you willing to listen?
For the supervisors.
Yeah, and everything
Are
that
you
Social
willing to
Security
listen?
on their end is written in that letter.
That's cool. Are you willing to listen?
About what?
Okay, the rules written on the wall at Social Security governing conduct on federal property.
We're not gonna be going over all that.
You're not gonna
today.
be going
I'm willing
over
to
the rules.
listen
So we
to
don't.
anything
So
that you
the
have to say,
legislative
however-
branch makes the rules. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have a problem with the rules, you take it up with them. This Congress.
Well,
Then
I was
we're-
following the rules, so
the judicial branch.
yeah, I
make sure
understand.
that-
I understand how
Okay,
government
So
works.
we'll go to court, and then you can
Okay.
explain your case there.
Yeah.
And then the judge will make his or her decision.
Okay.
Anything else you need from us?
Well, what do you think? You're not willing to hear my question, so why are you even asking me a question?
Okay. Well, have a good day. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Like they said, you have your days in court now.
Yeah.
Okay. You have your court dates as far as the
Yeah, I
Social
do.
Security violations.
Yeah.
You have your opportunity to express your ideas, your opposition.
These aren't ideas. This is the law.
Right. And
the law.
Yep. And that'll be up for the judge to
Yeah, you sure will.
go over and everything like that. You're not being charged with any violations from the Deland Police Department, obviously.
That's because I didn't violate the law.
Right. So we didn't charge you with anything on
Because
our
I didn't violate the law.
The day that we interacted with you with that trespass warning, you were not charged with any violations of the law. You were trespassing.
Because I didn't violate the law.
Like I said, you got your court dates. You have your opportunity to go in front of a judge and express your opposition to what's happening. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you don't have anything else for me, man, I got to get back to work. I gave you that trespass warning, so you got everything you need from us, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the chief, this was just a ruse to get me here? The chief's not going to come speak with me?
I mean, I could call and see if you wanted to.
What do you mean wanted to? I set up an appointment to speak with him.
Right. Well,
so that's what this was. This was a ruse.
This was the business that you needed to handle, was getting a copy of the citation, or the trespass warning, right?
No, that wasn't why I was here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I didn't know.
And the chief knows that.
Okay.
Well, so is the chief coming down?
No.
The chief was never coming down, was he?
No.
All right. You guys are out of control. You don't
Sorry
care
you feel
about
that way.
It's not a feel, man. You guys you're out of control.
Okay.
I was complying with the law.
Right. I understand, and I understand your frustration.
You're not interested, though.
I'm not. I gotta go.
Yeah, so you're not interested.
I'm not.
Yeah, you seem like a good guy, and now
I
you're
try
showing.
to be, man.
Yeah, but now you're showing your true colors. You're showing us that the gang of the Deland Police Department only cares about violating rights.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
It's not a feel, man. It's clear.
Okay.
It's clear. Violating rights.
Okay.
You guys don't care about the oath that you swore to the Constitution. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't know how you sleep at night. I don't know how you sleep at night, man. It's fucking gross.
All right.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna beat all this shit.
Good.
Yeah, it is good. You guys are cowards. Cowards.
There you go. Thank you.
You're a terrorist, man. You're a domestic terrorist. The Constitution doesn't mean anything to you. Command staff here and by Federal Protective Services. So, I came in here in good faith to have a conversation about a legitimate issue with the chief, and his response was, well, we're going to trap this guy. We're going to entrap him. And we're not going to show good faith. So, I hear what you're saying, and I wish that was true, but I mean, I can only go back on my personal experience where,
that's understandable.
yeah, where I tried to come in here and bridge that gap, because we need law enforcement that honors their oath. It's pretty important. To me, it sounds like to you as well.
To me as well, yeah.
So to be met with something so disgusting as, I mean, if they wanted to charge me with something, just be upfront and honest with me, and I mean,
Exactly.
Don't create this thing where we're going to come in good faith and have this conversation only to be ambushed. So I wish that the chief was actually trying to reach out to the community. Maybe it's just other parts of the community that he thinks that he can leverage some benefit out of, rather than the people that are actually concerned.
And that I honestly don't know. We can only go off of our past experiences. Like you have your past experience, and I have my past experiences with them. So that's what we can really only go on, and we can only hope that the future's better.
Yeah.
So I will say this. I've said it to a lot of people: is that there are bad in every profession.
Yeah.
There's also good in every profession.
Sure.
Every type of group, there's bad, there's good. All I can do for myself is strive to be good. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
I can only speak for myself in my actions. I can't control anybody else's actions.
Yeah. While representing the Deland Police Department,
Yes.
though, right?
Yes.
That's fair enough. I appreciate you talking about
Listen,
it. Sorry to vent, but
I'm an open book. I will talk to anybody. I sit here in this window.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you watch any of Twisted's videos, Matt's videos.
I've had people come in and say I'm famous, and I ask them if it's good or bad, and they said good for doing exactly what I'm doing now. I'm like, okay, well, that's good then.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, conversations like this are good, right? Where we don't feel deceived by the people that are supposed to serve us. You know, I watched all the ones with Captain Dice, and
yeah. So I know he's come in a lot for Corporal Clark, but Captain Dice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Corporal Clark is the catalyst here, I believe, with his behavior.
The K9 one with the IA.
Yeah.
That's the one that they've come in for.
Yeah. So, and I mean, there just seemed to be like gaslighting from the admin staff up until yesterday. I can't remember the captain that he spoke with or released yesterday. A motorcycle captain.
Captain Quinn.
Quinn. Yeah, Captain Quinn.
One of these right up here.
Yeah. Captain Quinn, and he came out and he was, I mean, we just want to not be lied to. You know what I mean?
Listen, I don't want to be lied to.
Yeah.
You don't want to be lied to.
Yeah.
And I've told Matt, Sanders, Mark, if you're afraid of the camera, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Because I should be able to have a conversation with you just as if someone walks in without a camera.
Yeah.
100% should be able to. And a lot of people run from the camera. But
yeah, and you know, I get that. I mean, I get it, and I don't. Your point is the only point that matters, right? It's what are you hiding from, and why are you hiding? But I get how it can be uncomfortable, and you know, I try to never. You know, you always hear the thing, oh, they put the camera in my face. Well, you know, I've never actually seen somebody shove a camera in somebody's face, but you know, I always try to be respectful, understanding that I get that it can be uncomfortable, but it doesn't. That's okay. You signed up for it, you know. And I think that's missed on some people. Is they don't really understand that they actually signed up for it. So
when I'm in uniform, I have a camera on.
Yeah.
So does that make other people uncomfortable? Maybe. But
yeah.
I have it on as well. So.
Yeah, maybe only the people that don't want to be filmed, right?
Exactly. So I mean, listen, I sit here, I answer questions, I answer the phone, take requests, and do reports when they walk up.
So are you injured? Is that why you're here?
I'm
Yeah.
on my duty.
Well, I hope for a speedy recovery. We probably need more people like you on the street and not behind the glass.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Can I leave an email address?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So I have email from Chief about not enforcing policy.
Yeah, and then maybe if I could just
you can add to it if you want. And what I'll do is I'll send an email to professional standards and I'll CC you on the email.
I appreciate that.
That way you have what it is, you have their email address, my email address will be on there, and then when you get it, hopefully they'll send it back.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. So we have letters of PHOCION.
That's correct.
Okay, at Gmail.
Yep.
All deleted emails from Chief Umberger for March, April 2024, and then the one I wrote, email from Chief about not enforcing the policy.
Yep.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yep, I will get this in and I will email you.
Appreciate that, man. Speedy recovery to you. Seriously, speedy recovery to you.
All right, sweet. I appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, have a good day.
Thank you as well.
So there we go. We got the word straight from, I think he said, Corporal Spire's mouth. They wasted all this money. They put up all these signs, and it's not even a policy that they're enforcing. It's they just needed to waste money. It's unreal. Found property. We're out here today to ensure our natural rights are respected by those who swore an oath to support, protect, and defend the rights of the people. The purpose of all interactions is to peacefully promote government accountability and transparency. Please like, share, and subscribe so this message can reach as many people as possible. I implore you to peacefully seek redress to any and all of your grievances. This is a public service.